for tuning into this session of Victoria University's undergraduate webinar series. My name is Megan and I'm a future student advisor at Victoria University. And in this session, we'll be discussing our courses in sport, exercise sciences and outdoor leadership. Before we begin this webinar, I'd like to do an acknowledgement of country and pay my respects to the traditional custodians of the land which we live, work and study on today. And I would also like to pay my respects to the elders, past, present and emerging. And just a few housekeeping rules before we get started. Firstly, this webinar will be recorded for repurposing, and all participants who registered will receive a copy of the recording via email. Secondly, all attendees are muted and not visible, so none of the panelists can see or hear you. And finally, if you do have any questions during this webinar, please leave them in the Q&A box, and you'll receive a written response from a staff member working behind the scenes. Firstly, we'll tell you about the highlights of studying sport, exercise sciences, and outdoor leadership that you can look forward to if you decide to study with us. Victoria University is a leader in sport education and offers the largest number of sport-related courses in Australia, spanning all areas of sport, exercise science, and active living. We recognise the challenges of combining sport with an academic workload, which was why we offer our Elite Athlete program to help students successfully complete their studies while training and competing at an elite level, and to provide the support students need to be successful, both on and off the field. We also offer a $68 million sport and learning precinct at our Footscray Park campus, which features the latest technology and sport and fitness equipment. These facilities meet international standards for best practice and are designed with multiple integrated spaces to facilitate interdisciplinary teaching in the key areas of sport and exercise science. And finally, there is our revolutionary VU block model, which allows our students to focus on just one subject at a time for a period of 4 weeks, rather than the traditional way to study that other universities offer, which is 4 units over 1 whole semester. These are the undergraduate courses we offer at Victoria University in sport, exercise science and outdoor leadership. Our single degrees all have a duration of 3 years of full-time study, and our double degrees have a duration of 4 years, with the exception of our Bachelor of Applied Movement Sciences, Master of Physiotherapy, which has a duration of 4.5 years of full-time study. We're now going to hear from Professor Andrew Stewart, Dean of the College of Sport and Exercise Science at Victoria University.
I'm Professor Andrew Stewart. I'm the Dean of the College of Sport and Exercise Science. So Sport and Exercise Science here at Victoria University, we're ranked 12th in the world and top 3 in the country. So students know when they come here they're getting a highly reputable, valued qualification to go into the workforce when they finish. So the college is the largest collection of sport and exercise science courses in the country. They range in sport science, exercise science, clinical science, there's outdoor education, coaching, teaching, sport business, management, history, all sorts of different studies that cover a broad umbrella term of sport. So it's a very global look at the world of sport and everything that kind of is entailed within it. The facilities here at Victoria University are second to none. I've worked in a few universities in my time around the world, and we've spent nearly $70 million in creating new labs and teaching facilities for students to learn. They're state-of-the-art and some of the best facilities I've ever seen anywhere in the world. The number one reason that students tell us why they come to study sport and exercise science at Victoria University is our industry partnerships. So some of our partners are local and they are teams and organisations such as Melbourne Victory Football Club, Western United. We also have Western Bulldogs as a major partner of the college and the university. We are in major partnerships with national organisations like Swimming Australia, Tennis Australia, and they're also with the major organisation governing sport for the whole country, like the Australian Institute of Sport and Sport Australia. Then beyond that, we have international partnerships scattered all over the world. They're major universities that could be in New Zealand, China, Europe, North America, sporting organisations like Real Madrid Football Club with their graduate school. So our students learn from the very best at the pointy end of sport and exercise science and all that it entails. And when they finish, they have opportunities to then work all over the world in organisations like that. Block model here at Victoria University is just sensational for our students. Some of our students are full-time work and can only have so much time to study what it is that they want to advance in their career. Some of our students are full-time athletes, and so they have limited time, but the block model's perfect. In their downtime, they can take on some extra work that will help them for when they eventually finish their sporting careers and look for some advancement into the workforce. Our graduates end up all over the world. So from the degrees that they study, some of them end up in major sports organisations around the world. Some of them are with the British cycling team. Some are head physiologists for Australian swimming. Some are with major soccer clubs in North America. Some are with rugby clubs scattered all over Europe. Our graduates are scattered in sport business and management, teaching, coaching, outdoor education. It's just an eclectic mix. So there's a pathway for everyone when you study sport and exercise science here at Victoria University.
These are the undergraduate courses offered at Victoria University in Sport Management and Outdoor Education. Our Bachelor of Sport Management will teach you the skills to manage professional sport organisations, major sporting events and sporting facilities, such as planning, human resource management, marketing and performance evaluation. Students also have the option to combine their passion for sport management with a double degree, to include either business, sports science in human movement or youth work, to expand on their skills and extend their career options. Our Bachelor of Sport Management, Bachelor of Business double degree will help prepare you for roles in management, training and operation, and teaches important skills such as policy, planning and strategy, team sport management, and player welfare and support. Our Bachelor of Sports Science Human Movement, Bachelor of Sport Management double degree provides you with the capabilities and understandings of human movement and the structure, practices and participant needs of the sport, exercise and active recreation industry. Our Bachelor of Youth Work, Bachelor of Sport Management double degree combines practical management and leadership skills for both of these areas, helping you to encourage young people's personal and social development and become an expert in roles where sport and youth work meet. In our Bachelor of Outdoor Education and Environmental Science, students will be prepared for a career in nature and grow their understanding of outdoor environments. Students in this course will gain skills in adventure activities, community building, conservation, ecology and sustainability, and group and resource management. Our Bachelor of Outdoor Leadership is designed to meet the needs of the outdoor education and recreation sectors. Students in this degree will learn the skills needed to work in industries such as adventure tourism and sports, environmental education, outdoor recreation, and nature tourism. Up next, we'll hear from Michael Clayton, Manager of Industry, Community and Sport Engagement at Victoria University.
My name's Michael Clayton. I'm the Manager of Industry, Community and Sport Engagement in the College of Sport and Exercise Science at Victoria University. Some of the really exciting aspects of working in this field is it's actually a growing area within the Australian economy. It's an $11.4 billion industry in Australia, so that is 1% of GDP, and I think most people don't appreciate what a big industry it is. Outdoor recreation, education and adventure sports encompasses a variety of different disciplines. So outdoor education, which is about taking people into the outdoors so that they can have an experience and connect with nature, and also develop some skills such as leadership, resilience, problem solving, and some of those skills that we're looking for in the future workforce. Then there's recreation and adventure sport, which is more about learning technical skills and abilities so that you can go and mountain bike, you can raft, you can canoe, you can rock climb in outdoor environments in a safe way, and you can lead and manage programs in those spaces. And then there's the environmental science aspect, which is looking at resource and land management, sustainability, and working in those more science-based areas of the outdoor environments. One of the advantages of coming to Victoria University is we're a dual sector university, so we've been able to map our programs against some of the vocational standards so that in addition to a higher education qualification, they have skill set qualifications that are mapped against the national standards. So mountain biking, rock climbing, canoeing, rafting. If you do the right elective, you can get a ski skill set. So they're really valuable when you're working in industry because they're transferable to different employers and they'll straight away see that you've got skills and knowledge in this space. So one of the great benefits to students of the block model in this area is that we're able to go on field trips and you're dedicated to that field trip and you don't need to worry about the other subjects that you're studying, whereas in traditional university delivery, you're out in the field lab and you're worrying about what you were missing out in class. But now we don't have that problem anymore. And it's a fantastic outcome both for the staff and for the students. We have a partnership with the largest provider of outdoor experiences in Australia, the Outdoor Education Group. They deliver programs to 35 to 40,000 students every year and work with 350 schools across Victoria and New South Wales. So by working with them, we've been able to embed the industry's requirements into the program so that we can teach the technical skills early in the course, and then our students have experiences by working with industry in a unique internship program that we have as part of one of our programs to work with industry while they're studying and actually earn an income while they're studying their program. VU is really fortunate again through our partnership with the Outdoor Education Group to have access to their fantastic facilities up in central Victoria. So up at Lake Eildon we have access to their facilities so that we can take our students into residential camp environments so that they can learn in an environment that they will potentially work in their future career. So graduates from our programs would end up in three major areas, so outdoor education and adventure sports, so delivering outdoor experiences in the outdoor environment, in environmental science, so working as a park ranger or in resource or land management, and the third area is in teaching, so potentially teaching in a secondary school. This area is growing both in terms of what's happening with schools and the utilisation of outdoor environments to develop skills with young people, the growing ecotourism and nature-based economy. So it's really an expanding industry that has a lot of opportunity for young people.
On this page are the undergraduate degrees offered at Victoria University in exercise science, sport science and sport coaching. In our Bachelor of Biomedical and Exercise Science, students will learn about the fundamentals of anatomy and physiology, as well as how the structure and function of the body is influenced by exercise and how it is impacted by disease. In our Bachelor of Exercise Science clinical practice, students will gain the knowledge and skills needed for a career in clinical exercise physiology or rehabilitation, with a focus on using exercise for rehabilitation. Our Bachelor of Exercise Science sport practice will help you to build a solid understanding of the science that underpins sport and exercise. This course covers biological and social sciences, as well as physiology and biomechanics, and will prepare you for a range of careers, including community fitness and health, high-performance sport, and special populations training, such as elderly, disability, or youth. Our Bachelor of Sports Science will teach you the foundational knowledge in the sport and exercise industry, with key skills in physiology, biomechanics, and exercise psychology. Students can also select from one of our three majors to match their study interests, including sport performance, human movement, and sport coaching. We also offer students the option to combine their studies in sports science in the human movement major with a double degree in either psychological studies or sport management. Our double degree in sports science, human movement, and psychological studies gives you a specialised understanding of the human body and mind to help you aim for a career supporting community health and helping athletes reach their full potential. In our sports science, human movement, and sport management double degree, students will develop high-level expertise in human movement, as well as exercise supervision, physical recreation programming, and sport management, and graduate with many exciting career options available to them, such as planning for sport and active recreation, consulting and research in sport participation, community fitness and health, and much more. Our Bachelor of Applied Movement Sciences Master of Physiotherapy is a new program that will run at Victoria University for the first time in 2021. In this course, students will learn how to restore, maintain, and enhance people's mobility, function, and health, regardless of their age or physical ability. Successful graduates of this course are eligible for membership of the Physiotherapy Board of Australia, enabling them to practice as a physiotherapist in Australia. In our Bachelor of Fitness, students will learn the latest techniques and theory in health, exercise science, and management, with a focus on personal and resistance training, fitness training systems, and group fitness, and graduate with the knowledge needed to plan, conduct, and evaluate safe exercise programs. In our Bachelor of Physical Education and Sports Science, students will study a range of areas, including games and sports, skills acquisition, aquatics and athletics, as well as sports nutrition and much more, with many students often choosing to study a postgraduate teaching course after this degree to work as a qualified physical education teacher. We'll now hear from Dr. Shana Spittle, Senior Lecturer in Fitness at Victoria University.
Hi, my name is Shana Spittle and I'm a Senior Lecturer in Fitness at Victoria University. The Bachelor of Fitness is the only Bachelor of Fitness in Victoria, and it's the second Bachelor of Fitness course in Australia. The great thing about the Bachelor of Fitness is it's been designed with experts in the field so that we're ensuring that we are putting graduates out there with the right skills so that they can get jobs. I personally began my journey in the fitness industry nearly 16 years ago when I was studying a Bachelor of Physical Education. It's something that I started when I was in university as a way of keeping fit and earning a little bit of money, but I realised that I developed a real passion for it, and I've continued to teach now for a really long time, and it's still a really important part of my life. So one of the great things about the degree is that it allows you to pick a focus. So it's more than just about being a fitness trainer. The degree provides you with those great core skills, but it's also got opportunities so that you can think about where your next career move would be after you've been working in the industry for a while. There's a number of minors that have been built into the course that allow you to specialise in an area. Fitness is a really big industry, and there's lots of different types of work that you can do within fitness. You can be a personal trainer, you can take group exercise, you can take aqua exercise, you can work in management. The degree provides you with those great core skills, but it's also got opportunities so that you can think about where your next career move would be and you want to go past just being a trainer. So there's a number of minors that have been built into the course that allow you to specialise in an area. If you have been working in the industry for a while and you're ready to take those next steps, there's opportunities to engage in units that are focused more around management, so that then you can gain those necessary skills so that you can apply to be the gym manager or the facility manager. Graduates from this course will have lots of options. They'll have the opportunity to either take their career to the next level through a management type position, or perhaps take their career on a slightly different path than where it was before by choosing to specialise in something like nutrition or perhaps coaching, working in a team environment. Or for some, it'll just be about starting their fitness career. So starting to develop relationships with clients and potentially building their own business. Gaining knowledge and skills in fitness gives you the opportunity to have a positive impact on other people's lives as well as your own. So whether you're already working in the fitness industry or you're interested in starting a career in the fitness industry, this course has something to offer you.
We also offer short courses at higher education certificate level, which are a great introduction to sports science or teaching physical education in primary or secondary schools. Our sports science short course provides you with the foundational skills and knowledge in biological, social, psychological, and movement sciences in sport. And our physical education short courses provide you with the foundational knowledge to manage physical activities appropriate for school students. These higher education short courses are available to Australian citizens and residents and take just 6 months of full-time study to complete. The courses will be delivered through our highly successful VU block model, and students who complete the course will receive an award certificate with the option to progress into a bachelor degree with 48 credit points, which is equivalent to 4 subjects. At Victoria University, we've revolutionised tertiary education with our award-winning block model. The VU block model allows students to focus on just one subject at a time, rather than juggling multiple subjects over a 6-month period like at other universities, and is offered to students in all years of our undergraduate degrees. With the VU block model, you'll be fully focused on each subject. If you're fascinated by one particular subject, you can immerse yourself in it and enjoy all that that subject has to offer. And if you don't enjoy it, you'll be pleased to have it finished in just 4 weeks, and you don't need to wait until the end of the semester to know your results. Up next is a brief video to show you what your year will look like while you're studying under the block model at Victoria University.
We've been teaching the same way for hundreds of years now, but the world around us has changed, and along with it, employer and industry needs. So at VU, we change the way you learn with our Australian-first VU block model. Traditionally, you juggle the demands and deadlines of 4 units at once. Instead, the VU block model has you focus on 1 unit at a time. Each semester will be broken into 4 blocks, which run for 4 weeks. You focus on 1 unit in each block, completing all your assessments before moving on to the next. So instead of this, the VU block model looks like this. VU's block model gives you greater focus by studying just 1 unit at a time in smaller, more collaborative classes and provides flexible study options to suit your lifestyle. With the introduction of block model, student success is soaring. More students are passing first year and second year too. And over 40% of students are now enjoying grades at or above distinction levels. VU students are more engaged and satisfied with their uni experience. Employers have also noticed the difference, ranking VU graduates in the top 10 of more than 40 universities for work readiness. And more than 90% of graduates are ranked highly for employability. So, when you study with the VU block model, you know it's proven to give you the support and skills you need to succeed.
Hi Declan, welcome and thanks for joining us today. Could you introduce yourself to our audience and tell us what course you're studying?
Hey everyone, my name's Declan and I'm in my first year of studying exercise science, the clinical practice course.
Fantastic. Could you tell us why you chose that course and what you hope to do after you graduate?
I picked the course because I thought it had some really interesting subjects to offer. Like I really love the biomechanics part of PE, and I saw that as one of the subjects, and then a few of the other subjects sort of backed onto what I did in year 12 and the subjects I really enjoyed there. And after I graduate, hopefully looking to maybe do a master's of physiotherapy at the end of it, but at the moment I'm not too sure. Probably wait till I get towards the end of my course and see which parts of the course I would really enjoy and something I want to continue long term.
Awesome. And could you tell us what's been your favourite part of the course so far?
I think my favourite part of the course so far has been the biomechanics block that I did in block 2, mainly because that was, I think, the first one I did on campus. So it was nice to actually meet a few people and have sort of class face-to-face. I'm a big fan of the face-to-face rather than the online sort of stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed the content, really enjoyed the the computer lab work. And yeah, like I said, it was really good to be actually working with people in person rather than over Zoom.
Awesome. I understand you've got a unit coming up which involves a lot of practical work. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so my next unit, semester 1, block 4, is resistance training. And for that, I'm pretty sure it's made up of 1 hour of sort of a class or a workshop and then 2 hours of a gym session each day a week. So you're getting 6 hours a week in the gym, and the whole point of it is to assess your sort of gym coaching skills and being able to apply content into actually giving a resistance training class. So really looking forward to that, as that's something I enjoy myself. But just the practical side of it, it's not like long times of theory and then only a very small prac, which is what you sort of experience at school. You get like one prac class every 2 weeks. This is sort of prac each day with your theory, which I'm really looking forward to.
Amazing. And could you tell us a bit about your experience with the VU block model?
Oh, I think it's great. I love it. I don't find myself getting caught up with four subjects at a time. Obviously, don't get swamped with stacks of assignments at the like sort of same day where the content's not the same and stuff like that. Like school where you got to juggle like English or science or something where the content's not the exact same. Trying to juggle that, whereas you've only got the one thing in which you're focused in on, and makes it a lot easier to remember and things like that as well. And I found like I've got a lot of time for my personal life as well. The way it's structured is still the same amount of work, but it's more, yeah, okay, I can focus on this and get it done rather than getting distracted by other things and other subjects. So yeah, really like it.
That's great to hear. And finally, why do you think students should choose Victoria University?
I think students should choose Victoria University over probably some of the competitors purely because of the block model. I think it's unreal. You got your smaller class sizes, so it's like school rather than like typical universities where you might have like up to maybe 100 kids or something in a lecture. There's nothing like that where you feel like, oh, I'm probably just a number. Like, you're part of a class that's probably trying to get, like, where the teacher's trying to get the best out of the class. And like I said, I feel like my own results have probably been pretty good because of the block model. Like, it's definitely helping me because, like I said before, I'm getting more personal time and more time to do what I like to do, which means when I do study, I'm studying hard and getting it right. So it's relieving a lot of stress for me. And yeah, I just think it's really, really good.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Declan. It was great to hear from you, and good luck with the rest of your studies.
No worries. Thanks, Megan.
Moving on to pathway options for our sport, exercise sciences, and outdoor leadership courses. Victoria University offers many different avenues for you to reach your dream course, regardless of where you start. One of our most popular pathway courses is our Diploma of Sport, which has a duration of 1 year of full-time study. This course not only provides guaranteed entry into many of our sport, exercise sciences, and outdoor leadership degrees, but it also grants credits into many of these degrees, which will shorten the duration of time in which you need to complete your bachelor degree. For example, students wanting to study the Bachelor of Physical Education and Sport Science after completing the Diploma of Sport will receive 48 credit points, equivalent to 4 units or half a year of full-time study. Another example of a pathway is our Diploma of Remedial Massage. This diploma provides guaranteed entry into most of our sport, exercise sciences, and outdoor leadership degrees, and it also provides up to half a year of credits for some of these degrees, making it a very time and cost-effective course of study. Remember that there are many ways you can get into your dream course, and these are just some examples. And moving on to industry connections. At Victoria University, we understand that the #1 reason for wanting to study is to achieve your dream career. And that's why our courses are designed together with industry, to ensure that you learn the skills employers are looking for, both now and in the future. And because our courses are so relevant to the workplace, many have been recognised by leading organisations as industry standard. These are just some of the many connections we have at Victoria University that help us to deliver industry-relevant courses that are designed with the latest expertise and technology. We work closely with our industry partners to make sure you graduate with industry-ready skills and the experience to meet the workforce needs of the industry. They also help our students to build connections with industry representatives, and it allows us to arrange work placements and industry projects for students, where they put the work they do in the classroom into practice. Placements and practical learning help students to gain hands-on work experience during their studies to ensure they are job ready when they graduate. Students in our sport and outdoor leadership degrees will undertake career development and employability units, which allow students to complete sport, exercise and recreational industry projects linked to embedded curriculum that teaches 21st century skills for lifelong career management. Career development units are delivered in the second or final year of the degree as part of the course requirements. Students in our exercise science degrees will undertake clinical placements that teach them practical skills-based learning, which aims to relate what students learn in the classroom with current practices and needs in the industry. Our exercise science students complete a total of 500 hours of clinical placement, which is the mandatory requirement set by Exercise and Sport Science Australia, the accreditation body for our exercise science degrees. And finally, we'll touch on our application process. If you're currently in Year 12 studying VCE, you need to submit your application through VTAC. You can find further information and submit your application by visiting vtac.edu.au. If you're a mature age student, you can submit a direct application by visiting the page for the course you're interested in and click Apply. Make sure you check the relevant course page to view our upcoming intakes. If you'll be applying as an international student, you'll first need to check the page for your course of interest to find out if you're eligible to apply as an international student. Depending on your country of citizenship and visa status, you can either submit a direct application or contact an authorised agent of Victoria University to help you apply. For further advice on international applications, you can contact VU International by emailing international@vu.edu.au. That brings us to the end of this webinar, so I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. If you do have any questions about the content covered in this presentation, please leave them in the Q&A box if you haven't done so already, and your questions will be answered by a staff member. Alternatively, you can contact the Victoria University Future Students team by emailing student.recruitment@vu.edu.au. A reminder that everyone who registered for this webinar will receive a copy of the recording via email in the coming days, and our contact details will be in the email if you'd like to discuss your study options further. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to receive your application soon.